How are you?
Doing well.
Coach, after taking a look at the film against Green Bay, what stood out most to you?
Yeah, to me, it came down to the fourth quarter. We defense ended up stopping them on downs. Our offense had them. We were backed up, and I think we did a really good job of digging it out of there. We didn't convert on the 3rd and 8. We ended up taking delay at the punt and pin there. And I think if we sustain that drive, it could be a different game. And then we get back on defense there. And again, we gave them an explosive in that fourth quarter there, but our guys rose up to the occasion. And 2-point conversion was a failed attempt by them, and they were up 20-19. And then we put ourselves in position there. I know we ended up taking a couple sacks, but really good response by the offense. 3rd and 19, goes 16 yards to Rome, and then 4th and 3 goes another 21 yards to Rome, and then a 12-yard pass right there to Keenan to put ourselves at the 30-yard line. We ran the ball. Feel really good about our operation there. Ran the ball for 2 yards, and then decided to milk it down there and kick it. And again, I think we just need to be firmer in the pocket, in the middle of field goal protection, and convert on that field goal right there at the very end to seal the deal. But again, I was proud of the way the offense played. I was proud of the way we played complementary football. We were there for each other all day. We fought to the very end. And again, we just got to be able to finish in that fourth quarter.
Coach, there's no doubt you guys fought right till the end. And, you're the head coach. You get to make those calls. I'm sitting there watching the game like a fan. I'm never going to be a head coach. But with 30 seconds left, I would have run another play. In fact, my philosophy, and again, it's not the same as yours, is we're 4 and 5 guys. Caleb's rolling. We got them on their heels. Let's try and punch them in the freaking mouth. And we decided to just settle with what we had. If you could do it over again, do you change the decision?
Yeah, I feel really good about where we were and how we operated there at the very end. We're at the 28-yard line and have all the confidence in the world and our kicker and Cairo and that team. So, again, I feel really good where we were.
Matt Eberflus spoke after the game. We played the audio, and he said that Rich Bisaccia got up in front of the team on Saturday night at the hotel in Chicago and said, if we do not block a field goal or a PAT tomorrow, I'm going to be very disappointed because that they saw something on tape that if they got pressure on the left side toward the interior, they felt they could make a play. Did you guys see anything like that when you self-scout yourselves? Because they obviously did.
Yeah, Richard Hightower does a really good job for us, and we feel really confident in our guys up front there. And, again, if we see something, we make corrections. And, again, we feel really good in the operation of that team and Cairo.
Coach, we had some callers in our first hour talking about leverage on that play. Kap, we were talking about this. The Arizona game for the Bears, and then this game yesterday.
Bears got a penalty.
Bears get a penalty, but the Packers did not. As you take a look at the film again, did you think that the Packers had proper leverage? Because it was a call against the Bears, but not against the Packers yesterday.
Or hit your long snapper with his head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that the long snapper is protected and supposed to be protected in that. And, again, I'm not going to make other comments in that, but I do believe that we'll watch that closely and talk to the league about it.
I need you to blink twice if you believe that we're right about that.
Yeah. I just really believe that got to build long snappers.
At 4-6, how crucial is Sunday's game to the overall season trajectory for you?
Yeah, our eyes are forward, and we'll make the corrections like we always do. I know our guys will hang tough, and we're going to pull together like we always do. And we have a division rival coming in here again this week. And, again, there's no time to be able to only make corrections and look forward to the next opponent.
We'll talk about Caleb in a second because I thought he was sensational yesterday. But there was a report before the game, and other players have confirmed that it is indeed true, that Caleb got up in front of his teammates and apologized that Shane Waldron got fired, said, I didn't do my job. I didn't play well enough, and that's why that guy's going home without a job. Can you shed some light on your opinion of your quarterback doing it? Because I thought it was super cool accountability.
Yeah, the stuff that we do in the building, for me, stays in the building. So I'm never going to talk about the conversations we have. But I will say this, that everybody took ownership of where we were, and we needed to improve, and that's offense, defense, and kicking. And the guys accepted the accountability and responsibility for where we were and look forward to improving. And that's what we did last week. We got better each day from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday into the Sunday game. And you could certainly see that on the field.
Matt Eberflus is the head coach for the Chicago Bears. He joins us on the Kap J Morning Show on ESPN 1000 and also on YouTube. Coach, each week you talk about some of the things that you want to see offensively. Like we've talked about, I think we're all on the same page that you love for the Bears to run the football as much as possible and make sure that Caleb Williams is comfortable as a quarterback. I just thought that yesterday the operation looked like the Rams, Panthers, and Jaguars game. So could you tell us, what did Coach Brown provide as the OC in this game that you haven't seen enough in the previous 9?
Yeah, really looking to our skill in space, and that could be in the running game and the passing game. That's what really saw. And then, big plays happen when you put those guys in those positions. And, from DJ to Keenan to Rome to Swift to Roshan to Cole, all the guys, put them in space and let them work. And I think that Caleb did a wonderful job of distributing the ball in a timely fashion to that skill set, and Thomas and the rest of the offensive staff did a really good job in terms of play design and getting those guys in space.
There were some big plays in the defense. We need to talk about that side of the football, Coach. So big plays by Watson and Jacobs by the Packers. I know you looked at the film again. What stood out? There was an issue there defensively in which you gave up some big plays there.
Yeah, our team's been really good at explosives, and we gave up some of those. And again, there was one where the defensive back fell down, the one that we challenged. That was an issue right there. But we challenged that for a reason because we thought the ball hit the ground. But again, I was proud of the way the guys stood up. Stopped them on downs down there, got an interception, stopped a 2-point conversion, and they did what was necessary in terms of us to give us a chance to win the game. But again, we got to be better there.
Cap, we love next man up, but you could just tell, especially in the running game, we're missing Billings there as a stuffer, isn't he? Are we?
Yeah, not having him is a massive loss in the middle of that defense, right, Coach?
Well, yeah, we love Andrew Billings is one of our best run stoppers, and of course, when you lose a guy like that, we got other guys got to step up. And again, I thought we were better in the run game. Not as good as we need to be, but I thought it was pretty solid for the most part, and we got to just make sure we don't give up those explosive passes.
Coach, 5-17 in one-score games since 2022, and look, you worked your whole life to get this opportunity to be a head football coach, and yet you're seeing some of these losses for whatever the reason is, a missed kick here or a Hail Mary there. Take us inside your world. Like, what are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I just know that, we have to coach better, and we have to do a better job of coming together at the very end. And I think that's the responsibility of all of us. And I think it starts with me. And I just really believe that if you keep doing right, good things will happen. And we just got to do the details just a little bit better.
Before you left Soldier Field, what was the list of injuries that you were looking at?
Yeah, like I said in the presser, it was just Bates. Bates was in the concussion protocol. That's all we had.
Well, Minnesota comes up next, and you had, again, your quarterback I thought was excellent yesterday. I thought the Jacksonville game and this game were his two best games.
It's what coaches wanted, though.
Correct.
Like, Matt, you've been saying it's what you've been asking for, and then you were able to get it. We saw this in the wins, so what you saw there it probably wasn't a surprise to you, right? Because all the things that you wanted, it was on display yesterday against Green Bay.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought that the game was really good. There's a lot of good things to pull from this game. Looking forward for our football team. We did play complementary football. We did put ourselves in position to win the game, and there's a lot of positives there, take from going forward into Minnesota for sure.
Coach, you're going to face a defensive coordinator, though, who's exotic. Brian Flores, I remember the first play of the game at Soldier Field last year, Justin Fields got rocked because they had 6 up front. You only had 5. He didn't pick it up. You made adjustments going forward. How do you have Caleb handle, I'm talking about blitz is coming from everywhere.
Yeah, Coach Flores does a really nice job over there, in Minnesota, and he's done a really good job for a long time. And we're going to have our challenges ahead of us, and we got to come up with a really good plan for their pressure package to be able to run and to be able to operate in the passing game. So it's going to be a big challenge for us going forward.
Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Good luck against Minnesota.